Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this new episode of Social Science Studies in your YouTube. So, this is the first video. We are doing it for you all for the standard 6th, 7th, 8th. 9th, 10th also can watch it for their general knowledge because whatever we are covering in today's video is going to be very important for all the students in your competitive exams. So, you should know what we are talking. So, बिफोर वी चेकअप आई वुड लाइक टू डिस्कस विद यू ये हमारा हफ्ता जाएगा कैसे। तो इस वीक हमने सोशल स्टडीज़ को अपनी एक्टिविटी के रूप में लिया है कि हम पूरा हफ्ता सोशल स्टडीज़ को हम एक्टिविटी के रूप में करेंगे और हम अपना स्टडीज़ का बेस बनाएंगे। सो व्हाट इज़ योर बेस? हम वी आर स्टार्टिंग विद जियोग्राफी। जियोग्राफी क्या है, आपको फंडामेंटल्स क्या पता होना चाहिए। और बहुत सारे हमारे बच्चे हैं जो क्लास 5th से इस समय क्लास 6th में आए हैं, जिनका पहले इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस एक चैप्टर हुआ करता था, वो सब्जेक्ट टूट के साइंस और एसएसटी में बदल गया है। तो क्लास 6 में हमारे पास बच्चे जो 5th से आते हैं उनके लिए 2 नए सब्जेक्ट्स इंट्रोड्यूस होते हैं। जो स्ट्रीम तो होता है इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस का, ईवीएस का ही पार्ट होता है, पर बच्चे उसको 2 अलग स्ट्रीम में पढ़ते हैं। एक स्ट्रीम हो जाता है साइंस और एक हो जाता है सोशल साइंस। और सोशल साइंस में आपके पास 3 सब्जेक्ट हो जाते हैं, हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी एंड सिविक्स। एंड साइंस में आपके पास 3 हो जाते हैं, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायो। सो 6 स्टूडेंट के बच्चे जो फर्स्ट टाइम ये वीडियो देख रहे होंगे, उनकी क्लैरिटी के लिए ये बहुत ज़रूरी है बताना दैट यू नीड टू लर्न एंड अंडरस्टैंड 3 सब्जेक्ट्स नाउ if I am talking about social science. So this week we will focus on geography और हम ज्योग्राफी को ओवरऑल कवर करेंगे क्लास 6, 7th और 8th के लिए। एंड पूर्वा मैम हमारे क्लासेस लेंगी एंड यहाँ पे भी मैम विल कम टुमारो, विल क्रिएट थिंग्स फॉर यू। आपको यूट्यूब प्रीमियर देखना है इसका, और 5 से 5:30 आप ऑनलाइन आएंगे हमारे डॉल्फिन्स ग्रुप ऑफ स्कूल्स के चैनल पर। आप इसका प्रीमियर देखेंगे और प्रीमियर देखने के बाद आप नेक्स्ट डे क्लास में जाएंगे और वहाँ पे आप फाइनली देखेंगे हाउ इट इज़ वर्किंग फॉर यू। And ma'am will ask you some questions. She might have planned some activities. She might give you some Google form to fill up. But the whole idea is आपके फ्यूचर का ज्योग्राफी का बैकग्राउंड हम इस 1 वीक में करेंगे। और सैटरडे को एज यू ऑल नो इट्स अ सेकेंड सैटरडे, स्कूल की पढ़ाई नहीं होगी आपकी। वैसे इट इज़ अ ऑफ फॉर स्टूडेंट्स, but yes, we might decide to come up online for a quiz, overall quiz for all the students। पिछले 6 दिनों में उन्होंने जो पढ़ा है उसके लिए हम एक ऑनलाइन क्विज अरेंज करेंगे ताकि आप बच्चे ऑनलाइन आएँ। सो इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू वॉच दिस वीडियो and take up your quiz. So good luck. It's a new way of doing an activity. As हमने देखा कि हमारा पूरा स्कूल का स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हो गया है ऑनलाइन, सो हमें रोज ना रोज कोई नया एक्सपेरिमेंट करना पड़ेगा ताकि हम वो सब काम स्कूल में जो करते थे वो यहाँ ऑनलाइन कर पाएं। So let's watch the video we have, and today we have video of world mapping. So there is a teacher who is going to tell us what all is there possible इन द वर्ल्ड। क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं वर्ल्ड में, कितने कॉन्टिनेंट्स हैं, कितने ओशियंस हैं, कितनी लेक है, और कितने शहर हैं, कितने माउंटेन्स हैं। ओवरऑल वर्ल्ड के बारे में हम बात करेंगे। सो लेट्स गो एंड हियर द वीडियो।
It's the overview of our World Geography Mapping series, where we'll look at various continents, oceans, seas, along with the largest and smallest of various geographical features. Alright, let's begin. Right, so first let us locate the continents quickly. So this is Asia, whereas this is Australia, this being Africa. Then we have Europe, North America.
So as you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have total these continents with us. Let them complete.
and South America.
And we have 7 continents, and seventh is Antarctica. So we have Australia, we have Asia, Europe, Africa, South America, and North America.
Now let us look at the oceans. The first one and the largest is the Pacific Ocean. So this is the North Pacific Ocean, whereas this is the South Pacific Ocean. So as the Earth is round, this Pacific Ocean is same as this one. Next is the Indian Ocean. Then we have the North Atlantic Ocean, along with the South Atlantic Ocean. This is the Arctic Ocean, where
Now, all of you can look at the map and you can find out for yourself that as we know the earth is round, so we have North Pacific Ocean and then we have South Pacific Ocean. North ऊपर है, South नीचे है. We have North Atlantic Ocean and then South Atlantic Ocean. Under India we have Indian Ocean और ऊपर एकदम हमारे पास Arctic Ocean है.
whereas this is the Southern Ocean. Now let us look at some prominent islands and archipelagos. The first one here is Madagascar. This is Greenland, and this being New Zealand.
Okay, so now after knowing all the continents and all the oceans, we are moving to important islands. So अफ्रीका के नीचे मडागास्कर है और मडागास्कर की एक बहुत अमेजिंग मूवी है. आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सीन इट. So just go and watch the movie Madagascar. And then
These
ऑस्ट्रेलिया के
island
नीचे
nations are part of Southeast Asia,
हमारे पास न्यूजीलैंड है और कनाडा के ऊपर हमारे पास ग्रीनलैंड है.
such as Indonesia, Philippines, etc. This is Japan, and these are the Caribbean islands. Now I hope you know that Greenland is part of Denmark. Right, so now you know the continents and oceans. Let us look at some important water bodies. This is the Bering Sea between Alaska and Russia. This is the Sea of Japan, East China Sea. This is one of the most famous water bodies. This is the South China Sea, highly disputed region. This is the Tasman Sea. And of course, this is the Arabian Sea, whereas this is the Bay of Bengal. This is the Gulf of Aden, whereas this is the Mozambique Channel. This is the Sea of Okhotsk. And this is the Persian Gulf.
So why I'm showing you all this video? तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है हमारे लिए समझने का कि ये वीडियोस हम देख क्यों रहे हैं. See, most of the time if you see, we are so much engrossed with our content कि हम चैप्टर पे चैप्टर पढ़ने लगते हैं और हम बेसिक भूल जाते हैं. सो अभी हम इस क्लास से एक जनरल वर्ल्ड का बेसिक देख रहे हैं. हम आने वाले 3 दिन वर्ल्ड के बेसिक को देखेंगे, उसके बाद आने वाले 3 दिन हम अपने इंडिया के बेसिक को देखेंगे ताकि ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दिस. यू डोंट हैव टू मग अप एनीथिंग, यू जस्ट हैव टू बी प्रेजेंट. आपको पता होना चाहिए. Map, I will show you one more video like this which is more on a lighter form where you can just refer to this video and see. आजकल टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत हो गई है और उस टेक्नोलॉजी के एडवांसमेंट को देखते हुए हमें भी उन चीज़ों को अपनाना पड़ेगा. सो माय आइडिया इज just be present to this video, go the way it is going, and just be an observer. Just understand, observe how the video is moving forward.
Then we have the Caspian Sea, the largest saltwater lake, this being the Black Sea.
So the largest saltwater lake is Caspian Sea. If you see there, you will be able to, if you listen carefully, you will be able to get lot of informations.
Now this is the Red Sea, one of the busiest trade routes. Here we have the Suez Canal, and this is the Panama Canal, and this is the Mediterranean Sea.
All of you should know Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, Persian Gulf, Caspian Sea, Black Sea, Bering Sea, Sea of Japan, East China Sea, सबसे conflict place South China Sea, Arabian Sea, and Bay of Bengal. So just be part of it and understand.
Now this is the Gulf of Mexico, the largest gulf in the world, whereas this is the Caribbean Sea. This is the Gulf of California, and this is the Gulf of Alaska. In Canada, we have the Hudson Bay. Now these are the famous 5 lakes of Canada and USA. We'll look at them in the North America mapping video. Right, so this is the Baffin Bay, whereas this is the Labrador Sea. Then we have the North Sea near Europe. Now let us look at the Arctic Circle. This is the Beaufort Sea, whereas this being the Norwegian Sea. This is the Barents Sea. And lastly, the seas on the northern coastline of Russia, the Kara Sea, Laptev Sea, and the East Siberian Sea. The largest continent of the world is Asia, whereas the smallest is Australia. The largest.
So you need to know the largest continent and the smallest continent. Being a student of 6th, 7th, 8th, you should know all this because you can say these are all important questions for all the exams in future. So this video is not going to help you right now. It will if you keep watching this video, आप 2-3 बार ये वीडियो देखोगे आपको बहुत सारी चीजें इसमें से याद हो जाएंगी. So this is how you can tap your picture memory. So I will pause the video every time when I want you to focus on something. So the largest continent is Asia, the smallest continent is Australia. Now I want you to answer. Please answer in the chat box. What is the largest and smallest country?
Country of the world in area is Russia, whereas the smallest is Vatican City. The largest democracy is India, with roughly 1.3 billion people, whereas the oldest democracy is USA, dating back to 1788. The largest city in population is Tokyo, with a population of roughly 37 million. The biggest city in area is Mount Isa in Queensland, Australia. It has an area of roughly 41,000 square kilometers. The highest city is Wenzhou in Tibet. It has an altitude of roughly 16,732 feet. Now, there are various landlocked countries such as Nepal, Bhutan, Afghanistan, countries in Central Asia, various European countries, and there are various African countries as well. And then we also have some countries in South America. What is most important here is that you must remember the doubly landlocked countries. Now, these are countries which are surrounded by other countries which are themselves landlocked, which means that none of them have access to sea. The 2 examples here are Uzbekistan and Liechtenstein in Europe. An enclave is a country that is surrounded completely by another country. So there are 3 examples of enclaves. The first one is Lesotho, which is enclaved by South Africa. Then we have Vatican City and San Marino, enclaved by Italy. The largest dam in the world is in USA in the state of Washington near Seattle. The name is Grand Coulee. The largest delta is here in Sundarbans, formed by the rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra. It is shared by India and Bangladesh. The largest desert is, of course, Sahara in North Africa. The largest island is, of course, Greenland. The largest artificial lake is here by the name of Lake Volta in Ghana. The largest sweetwater lake is Lake Superior, shared by USA and Canada, whereas the largest saltwater lake is Caspian Sea. The highest mountain peak is Mount Everest in Nepal. It has a height of 8,850 meters. The highest mountain range is, of course, Himalayas. And the longest mountain range is of the Andes. This is in South America. It has a length of roughly 7,000 kilometers. The biggest and the deepest ocean is Pacific Ocean, whereas the deepest point on Earth is the Mariana Trench.
So I hope all of you know about Mariana Trench and all of you know the largest ocean is Pacific Ocean.
The largest peninsula is of Arabia. The coldest place is Vostok in Antarctica, with a peak temperature of minus 89 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God.
The driest place is the Atacama Desert in Chile. The largest and the busiest ports are in Netherlands. They are the Europort and Rotterdam combined. The longest river is the River Nile in Africa. It has a length of 6,690 kilometers, whereas the largest river in volume is the Amazon River. Now, the longest river dam is the Hirakud Dam on the river.
So I hope all of you are enjoying the video. This video has been made for you all to understand the world we live in. And world is an amazing place. So I'll take you to tour with me, and I want all of you to see the Google Earth videos we have posted for you all in our YouTube channel. And I want all of you to see the video and understand and start utilizing your Google Earth. And I really would be very happy to see you all understanding what all you have learned in this video. Your teacher in the class will ask you questions related to this, and if you have something to share, you can share with the entire class. So let's complete the video.
Mahanadi. This dam is in Sambalpur district in Odisha. Now, the highest volcano is Ojos del Salado. This is in the Andes and is shared by Argentina and Chile. It is at a height of 6,885 meters. The largest volcano, on the other hand, is Mauna Loa in Hawaii, USA. The highest falls are the Angel Falls in Venezuela. The broadest strait is the Davis Strait between the Baffin Island in Canada and Greenland of Denmark. The largest bay is the Hudson Bay, whereas the largest gulf is the Gulf of Mexico.
So Gulf of Mexico is the
The
largest.
largest archipelago of the world is of Indonesia. An archipelago is a group of islands. Now, Indonesia has roughly 3,000 islands, hence it is the largest archipelago in the world. And lastly, the largest gorge is of the Grand Canyon. This is in USA on the river Colorado. Right, so this was the overview of the world.
I've been to Grand Canyon, and I'll tell you, the moment I came to know that he's going to talk about Grand Canyon, I stopped the video because I wanted to share my experience of being to Grand Canyon. The way symbolizes grand, and it is really, really grand. उसको देख के I was stunned. The amazing Colorado River has made such an amazing thing made by nature, and it was mesmerizing. I'll completely share with you the photographs of Grand Canyon after this. I'll give you 5 minutes, 2 minutes break, and we will again have a Grand Canyon show to you to actually make you see how it looks like. And Grand Canyon, as it names in, it's grand, it's huge, it's really very huge, and people really go deep down from the top. And the color of the stone and the rock is so amazing, and it is so serene. It is really, really amazing to see Grand Canyon. You must go in your life. Write down in your bucket list. You know what is bucket list? Bucket list is a list where you write all things you want to do in this planet Earth. So one of my bucket list activity was visiting Grand Canyon, and I was lucky to visit it in 2018. I visited with my family, and I was so mesmerized with the place Grand Canyon that there then itself I said I'll come once again in my life to a place called Grand Canyon. And next time when I'm going there, I'm going to take a helicopter tour. So they have a helicopter tour for $500 where they ask you to sit in the helicopter and they'll give you the entire tour of a helicopter. And then they will take you down at the deepest point. As he said, it's the deepest gorge. बहुत नीचे एकदम गहरा है ये. So once in the lifetime, someone must visit Grand Canyon, and here I am taking you to Grand Canyon today as the end of this session today. Please visit our next video and make a bucket list. Start writing, because now with this episode, I am going to share my experience of traveling with you, and I want you to travel the world and start living your future. And bucket list is an amazing thing. I'll talk more about it in the next video. So here, let us complete this world mapping and move to our Grand Canyon video.
Mapping series. I hope that you understood each and every part, and I'm sure that it will definitely help you in the next exam. Thank you.
So this was the series where I wanted my students to understand the entire world. And thank you for watching it. We'll get back in a short break. Welcome back. So let's see the video of Grand Canyon, and after making you see the video, I'll talk few things which I have noticed there. So let's go and see. It's huge.
Grand Canyon is more than just a view, more than just a two-dimensional landscape. There are so many lessons and ways to explore Grand Canyon. It is a laboratory. It is a virtual classroom. The diversity here is unparalleled.
So, as the lady is saying, it's a world in itself. It's have a lot of diversity. The vegetation here, the animals what live here, they all are different, and we need to know how they are different. Let's
There's a huge landscape that is just begging to be explored. And it really just takes a moment to stop in a side canyon or sit under the trees and really get to know all the things that this landscape has to offer. It really does start to put things in perspective, I think, for a lot of people. You suddenly feel.
So she's a park ranger who is going to take us to park. She's going to show us and she's going to talk to us about what the park is. And people there in Grand Canyon, you'll find a lot of rangers, those who explore. It is so huge, nobody has understood it properly.
Quite small, and your problems seem quite small as you're standing here on the edge of the canyon, because there's just so much to try to take in. In Grand Canyon, you'll find a whole host of environments, everything from cool fir forests to hot, dry deserts, riparian zones, and over 1 million acres of wild landscape that have been the stage for human exploration and inspiration for generations. Most of Grand Canyon's visitors first arrive on the South Rim. Very few.
There are two rims, the North Rim and the South Rim. People generally go to South Rim first, and they go there, they see the canyon, and then take photos. And as the ranger is saying, it is huge and it is unexplored. People love to go down, they love to go inside the wood. There is everything. There is forest in Grand Canyon, there is dry place in Grand Canyon, so it's spread across.
Of those folks actually find their way over to the North Rim, and even fewer descend into the canyon itself. Statistics tell us that only about 5% of our visitors actually will drop down below the rim. These folks arrive at the canyon and they find their way to the first viewpoint. They look down into this two-dimensional landscape and feel that they have experienced Grand Canyon. But what they're missing out on is the opportunity to really explore the inner canyon and experience.
I will support the lady what she is saying. उनका कहना है कि सिर्फ 5% लोग जो ग्रैंड कैनियन देखने आते हैं वो ग्रैंड कैनियन के अंदर जाते हैं, and that is the same experience with me. When I was here, I also just went as a part of that 95% people. गया, देखा, फोटो खींचा और आ गया. But believe me guys, when I came back, I made a promise to myself that I'm going to stay there in Grand Canyon for at least 5 days and explore the area. That's my commitment to myself. And as I told you, my bucket list, मेरे bucket list में यहाँ पे 5 दिन रहना अभी बाकी है. So I'm just sharing. People don't go deep inside. There is so much to explore. And that's what the ranger is talking about.
Experience the diversity that this place has to offer. This park has a broad elevational change. So as you descend into the canyon, for every 1,000 feet, you actually gain 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So at the river's edge, the temperature can be 15 to 25 degrees warmer than on the South Rim. You leave behind the forests, which are more typical of the rim environments, and you enter into a landscape filled with blackbrush and cacti, plants that are more typical of and adapted to a desert environment. Traveling further into the inner canyon, you arrive at the Colorado River, and along its edge, you will find a very critical riparian habitat that extends the length of the river itself. We have seeps and springs nestled inside canyons that have a variety of species that are dependent on them. The diversity in the springs alone is unparalleled to any other location in the park.
सो एज शी इज सेइंग, आप जैसे जैसे नीचे जाओगे वैसे वैसे आपका टेम्परेचर बढ़ता जाएगा, और जैसे ही आप रिवर में पहुंचोगे, बिकॉज ग्रैंड कैनियन इज मेड बाय रिवर कोलोराडो, तो नीचे जब आप पहुंचोगे पानी के पास तो आपको जो वेजिटेशन दिखेगा वो डिफरेंट होगा, क्योंकि ऊपर जब फॉरेस्ट था और जब आप नीचे आते हो कई हजार मीटर नीचे आप जाते हो, अब जब वहाँ जाते हो तो वहाँ का टेम्परेचर, वहाँ का वेजिटेशन, वो सब डिफरेंट होता है, एंड दैट इज commendable how nature works.
Almost 94% of the park is proposed wilderness. As such, it is managed and protected as though it is wilderness. In Grand Canyon's wilderness, you won't find cars. It's a roadless area where natural quiet is protected. There are places where you can descend below the canyon, where the air is still, where you have only yourself and the rocks around you and the plants, and suddenly your senses become tuned to the lizards scurrying in the rocks, or the sounds of the canyon wren, or the dripping of the springs. Those are the experiences that are wild. Evidence of human life in Grand Canyon extends back thousands of years. Some of our first explorers arrived on the rim, peered down into the canyon as so many people do today, but they saw it as an impassable chasm. They saw it as lifeless, undesirable, a place that no one would ever visit intentionally. These expeditions open up the opportunity for artists and photographers to capture the imagery of Grand Canyon.
So I would like to tell you that what she's talking about is a real thing. I have experienced it, and I as told you that you will be amazed to see this in your real life. So make it as a part of your bucket list, and as you know, it is part of mine too. The way the place is amazing. आप वहाँ पे जाके खो जाते हो, आपको लगता है आप कुछ नहीं हो, ऊपर वाला ने क्या क्या बना दिया. सो वी आर हेयर टू बी वंडर स्टक्ड, मतलब बोलते ना, surprised, gobsmacked is the right word. I was gobsmacked. So it's nice. Thank you for watching the video. And if you want, you can explore some more YouTube videos for Grand Canyon. And that's it. I'll just do the closing for it. That's it for today's class. Thank you very much. And get ready for tomorrow.